This is a virtual information session for new student advisement and registration. This is being brought to you by the Academic Success Center and the various student success specialists who are part of our group, as well as the Dean of Students and the Coordinator of Academic Advisement and Student Success. So within this session, we're going to go over academic advisement at County College of Morris. We're going to talk a little bit about transfer of credit. That is, if you're transferring to CCM, and some tips and how-tos. We'll talk a little bit about COVID protocols on campus, and also really zero in on Titans Direct, which is the college's self-service portal where students can conduct all of their college business in one place, including and especially planning and registering for courses. We'll talk about next steps for new students so that after they plan and register, they can communicate with their advisors and pay their bill. Hopefully, you are thinking about payment for college, and now is a great time to think about if your finances are in place, if you've filled out the FAFSA and so forth. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. So there are two types of advisors at County College of Morris. The first is the Student Success Specialist. These are generalists from the Academic Success Center. And if you are a new degree or certificate seeking student, this includes transfer students, you're going to be assigned to a Student Success Specialist who will act as your first year advisor. If you are on Titans Direct on student planning, in the plan and schedule box, by clicking on advising, you'll already probably see that you've been assigned to a student success specialist. Think of this as your campus navigator, somebody who can answer lots of different questions for you as you begin your studies here at CCM. Faculty advisors are also assigned to you. Faculty advisors are full-time faculty members who work in the academic department of your major. And if you are seeking a degree or certificate, you're going to be assigned to a faculty advisor, and they'll be assigned to you within the first few weeks of the term. So you may not see the name of your faculty advisor right now. You can communicate with your assigned advisors using student planning, clicking on plan and schedule, and then on the advising tab. And first-year students can also communicate with their student success specialists using Titans Student Connect. So you're going to need some information to access our campus technology to stay connected to us. And what we did was the admissions office did this. They sent you information about your access and the information that you need. Your username was sent to you, and your user ID or password was sent to you, as well as your student email. So your username is your last name dot first name. We've given you an example here. And your user ID or password is your 7-digit student ID number preceded by the lowercase letters CCM. So we've given you an example here as well. This is going to be your password to use Titans Direct, Blackboard, which is our online learning management system if you're taking online classes. And it's also the password for your CCM student email. We recommend that after you set up that CCM student email, and if you haven't already, please do it today, that you check it regularly, because that's where information will be sent regarding not only your classes and college happenings, but also information regarding what's happening here on campus as well. So what was sent to you as well was the new student registration checklist. And this is sent to you in one of the emails that was forwarded to you either from the admissions office and or the Academic Success Center. And the new student registration checklist is going to provide you with a variety of tasks and links to help you get started with new student registration and advisement. On this checklist, you're going to be able to get some links that will help you locate your curriculum check sheet for your major, understand your placement evaluations for math and English, and even provide you with some videos on student planning and Titans Direct. We find that students who go through the checklist have a much easier time. It makes them less anxious to go through this process for the first time because they're kind of ahead of the game. If you're a transfer student, you do need to allow a couple of weeks for CCM to evaluate your transcript and enter it on to Titans Direct. It'll go on student planning. So when you log on to student planning and then you click on progress, you'll be able to see the courses that transferred in. They are marked with the letters TR, and that's how you know those were transferred in. If you don't see them there, it means that your transcript may not have been received or evaluated yet. You won't be able to register on student planning for any courses that have a prerequisite that you've taken elsewhere. However, we have workarounds for that, and you can email the registrar with information and questions about this. But basically what you can do if you're looking to register, for example, a second level English class, and you've already taken the first level English class, and you know you've gotten a grade that's passing grade in that class, you can attach that unofficial grade report, even a note from your advisor from your previous school, and you just include what you want to register for, the course and course section number here at CCM, and the registrar will enroll you in the course. Please note, this is just kind of a last minute situation if you can't wait the couple of weeks for the Office of Records and Registration to evaluate that class. So normally students who are sending in that transcript early don't have an issue with this. So there are many protocols through COVID-19 that we've had on campus. And rather than going into the most current one, what we suggest you do is to go onto the CCM website and click on COVID updates. We've also given you this link here, which will take you directly to a page on our website, which will explain what we're doing with respect to COVID-19 and keeping you safe. Titans Direct Student Planning is kind of what we're talking about in this particular presentation, but really Titans Direct as a whole is a wonderful tool. It's what we call a self-service tool because it allows you, the student, to conduct all of your business in your college business all in one place. So you use student planning to plan and register for courses and communicate with your advisors. You can use the payment information on Titans Direct to pay your term bill. You can click on financial aid to see your financial aid status. You can see your math and placement evaluations or exemptions by clicking on placement information. You can also make an appointment with your student success specialist by clicking on the Titans Student Connect tile. You can do this through student planning as well. However, the Titans Student Connect for new students will take you right there to be able to make an appointment. You really want to, though, check the Titans Direct catalog to see if the courses you're interested in are available. There is a link to the catalog, and a lot of students ask us or tell us they want to take a course in a particular way. Oh, I want to take this online. You may find that the course is not offered online, so you do need to check the catalog, and that will tell you how we're offering the class. So what are your next steps? Your next steps are to plan, then to register, then to pay, and communicate with your advisors. So when I say plan, I mean plan courses and open sections of courses for the current term. A lot of students make the mistake of just planning courses and they just pick an actual course to plan for. Like English Composition 1 or college algebra. What you need to do is to plan the course with the section of the course that you want. And the section of the course has a 5-digit number associated with it that tells you the time and the day and the place of where the course is offered. For future terms, we recommend you just add the course so that you have an idea of if you're registering for a current term, let's say it's fall, and you register for these 5 classes and you're thinking in your mind what you'd like to register for in the spring, you can even add some of those courses in, just not the sections. We want you to click on the Register Now button so that you can secure your seats in the current term. And this is a great way to sort of just put things aside after you've registered for them. If you do it early, your bills are not going to be due for a while, but it's important you check the payment due date because you want to avoid late fees, and worse than that, you want to avoid being deleted for non-payment. So if you've done an early registration and you've completed that, you certainly want to make sure that you're paying your bill by the posted due dates. And of course, we really recommend that you communicate and follow up with your student success specialist on student planning, or as I mentioned before, on Titan's Student Connect. Thank you so much for joining us.